Hello everyone, my name is Xandierious and welcome back to another Magic Arena video. In today's video, we are going to get into a pretty competitive Temur Elementals deck that I homebrewed myself. Before we do, I want to go through my deck list. If there's any deck you would like to see played, replayed, or updated and replayed, comment it down below. If there's any deck you would like to see built specifically for a video, also comment it down below and I will be more than happy to try my best to make it happen. No guarantees, especially if I'm building it, because I don't have, all the cards, especially with the new set. I do have 2 friends' accounts I can use. They're very generous. But without any further ado, this is my Temur Elementals deck that I made. It has a Spell Pierce, 4 Shock, 2 Healer of the Glade, 4 Xandierious Embercat, 3 Lava Coil, 4 Lightning Stormkin, 2 Creeping Trailblazer, 2 Chandra Acolyte of Flame, 4 Risen Reef. If you don't know this card, it is amazing. It really is amazing in an Elementals build. The value on it is just through the roof. We have 2 Chandra Novice Pyromancer, 2 Vinemare because it is an Elemental, 2 Omnath Locust of the Royal, 1 Cavalier of Thorns, 1 Golos Tireless Pilgrim, 2 Hydroid Krasis, and then this is the land base we're running. Pretty standard Temur stuff. We are running 3 copies of Unclaimed Territory because we're heavy on the creatures, light on the spells, and some stuff like Cavalier of Thorns and Omnath can be a little challenging sometimes. There is a sideboard, but I am not going to play best of 3, I don't think, in this video. Another Spell Pierce, 2 Healer of the Glade, 4 Veil of Summer, 4 Negate, 2 Fry, 1 more Lava Coil, and 1 Thunderkin Awakener. This is not very refined, I would like to say. It can probably get a lot more competitive than this, but I feel like I'm on the right track. I feel like certain cuts could be the Vinemares. Golos, I think, is a definite cut. He feels pretty good when he's able to come down on curve against especially mono red. And Cavalier of Thorns I'm not too sure about. I mean, don't get me wrong, this card has some amazing value, but with the exact build that I have here, I'm not sure that Cavalier of Thorns is the best. Hydroid Krasis feels pretty good though overall. I feel like the weakest part of this deck is that almost every single creature in it has 2 defense or less. So maybe running more Omnaths might help with that, like running the playset of Omnaths. Anyway, that's enough talk. We're going to get into a couple quick play games. Hopefully get a good showing of the deck, get some victories. I'm hoping for a first game victory. I know that's a tall order to ask, but I spent 45 minutes recording this deck for a video, and I forgot to push the record button on the gameplay capture. So I have 45 minutes of me talking at the camera. Alright, what do we want to play first? We have... Well, let's get the breeding pool out. I apologize for any lag, and I'm not sure where my webcam is going anymore, because now I have this little elemental cat here that if I click on the base, I can change the color of it. They're not going to get anything with the duress other than the information of what's in our hand. We'll play out the Rootbound Crag and get out the Embercat. Next turn I can get out Omnath if I so choose. So yeah, now we have the cat, and then above the cat are the enemies, the opponent's revealed cards, and below the cat are my revealed cards. I assume my webcam will go there, because that doesn't really interrupt with too much. I think I'm going to be greedy and try to get the most out of Omnath. So I'm going to try and play the Embercat, and then I'm going to attack. Right? And then I'm going to try playing Healer of the Glade. Although we are up against Grixis, so everything's probably about to die. Yeah. Everything's dying. Gain some life. Say go. Oops, says the opponent. Why do you say oops? Why do you say oops? I don't... Oh, yeah. That would be an oops moment. So I think we're going to lose this match. We have some nice mana fixings, but that's about it, really. I'll play the mountain, and then we'll attack for 3. Get in there for the damage. They have no threats on the board right now. So, if you don't already know, you can hover your mouse over the cat, and it purrs. Cool, this will be a good shock target. Because that thing will grow and grow and grow and kill all my stuff, or just straight up kill me. Dreadhorde Butcher is pretty gnarly. Yeah, do the damage to me, that's what I thought. We'll play the land that they know about and hold the Rootbound Crag. At this point, my mana is very well fixed, and I need to stop top decking lands. We have 5 non-land cards out of 6 lands. Okay, so... wow. Cool, we made them use the Thought Erasure on a land. Not that we had any choice. It's not like we're holding the land. We've played a land every turn. If the opponent has an enemy, cat goes here and it'll hiss at you and everything. Here we go, that's a good hit. Get out an Omnath. We'll do 3 to them, and then we'll attack them for another 3. I feel kind of bad, though. They are mana screwed, but they were able to surveil twice already. Omnath dies, no big deal. They're getting pretty close to dead. They're getting really close to dead. I'm going to keep the Unclaimed Territory in my hand to try and see if I can... just gets discarded to Nicol Bolas. Alright. I think I just need to keep attacking. If I don't keep attacking, they're gonna overrun us. So... oh, this is lethal! As long as they don't have a shock, I presented lethal! Look at that, you got a crap showing out of this deck, and I still won because opponent was mana screwed for way too long. And now we're waiting for the server because Arena has been very, very unstable since M20. And what was it, yesterday? They did a patch, and it looks like Arena's still having problems. So I guess I'll be right back. Okay, we're back in it. I just had some mastery rewards break the game, so I just gave it a quick restart. This is a absolute keep. So if I want to be more aggro, I got out the Stormkin. If I want to build up my board, I get out the Embercat. Dimir colors is not what I want to see, though. I'm going to get out the Hinterland Harbor first, because I don't have a first turn play no matter what. We have... what is this? Dismal Blackwater. Alright. We will get out... oh gosh, what are they up to? They look like they're up to some sort of control. So I'm going to get out my more aggro game plan. Also, if they kill something, I kind of want them to kill the Stormkin rather than the... alright. Easy peasy then. We'll get out our first Risen Reef and start getting tremendous value. Alright, we drew a shock from it. So next turn we'll be able to go Risen Reef into potentially an Embercat. No, that's not how that works. Oh, Deafening Clarion. Alright. It's going to be one of those games, is it? Let's get out the island so I can hold up shock. Risen Reef draws us a Golos, which is going to be pretty nice. We'll pass the turn. At the end of turn, I'll probably shock them because I don't... yeah, I'll just shock them. I don't see me needing the shock. And I'm going to want to be kind of mana efficient moving forward. So I can play Omnath and have a pretty weak Omnath, but then be able to buff. So we'll do that. Omnath, ping him. We'll put that on the battlefield. I'll turn you into a 2-2. And then I will play a Breeding Pool to turn you into a 3-3. Now, unfortunately, Deafening Clarion still wipes this board clean, and that's terrifying. So does Kaya's Wrath, and no amount of +1/+1 counters can change that. So we're going to get out Golos, which I'll go fetch a land card of some sort. Let's see, we have we have enough green, but I'm going to get this Stomping Ground anyway. We're going to enter it tapped. Then I'm going to play the Rootbound Crag to get out the Ember Cat, I think. That is risky. I don't know if I should be committing to the board or not. Already 2 board wipes. We're seeing 4 colors. They're going to Thought Erasure a Lava Coil from me, which is really no big deal because I haven't seen them play any creatures. And it appears that they are mana screwed. Alright, so we'll get down the mountain. Drawing the Hinterland Harbor after all this ramp is really not cool. Cavalier of Thorns wouldn't be too bad, because maybe I could get back a Risen Reef or something. Enter the God Eternals is going to be a problem. And I don't have a Lava Coil to deal with it. Hydroid Krasis is going to be pretty crazy, though. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. So I can play it for... Wait. I can play it for 8, right? Yes, okay. Cool. So I have a 4/4 Hydroid Krasis, and my draws off of it is pretty much complete doo-doo butts. Niv Mizzet. Alright, we're up against the Niv Mizzet deck, but I can trample over it. Alright, how do I see all the revealed cards? Oh boy. Oh boy. That's a lot of stuff. So... I'm thinking I'll just try to trample over the Niv Mizzet. They'll still take 2. Now the question is do I commit to the board more? I think I should play my land. Maybe I'll play 2 Ember Cats. So that way if they Teferi bounce, I'll be able to kill the Teferi through the token. That might be the best idea. Oh, shoot. Was that revealed in their hand? Did I really play into that? I think I might have. Alright, we're down to our last creature. Ral can come down and actually kill it, personally. That can fight it as well. Oh my gosh, this is a mess. That Niv Mizzet got them so much value. That Niv Mizzet got them so much value. And why am I still top-decking lands? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 lands? There's only 10 lands left in the deck. How am I still getting so many lands? Oh my god. Oh, and there's one in the graveyard. 15 out of 24 lands. From the world any longer. And I'm only halfway... Oh my god. Oh, tilt! Mana Flood tilt. Alright. I doubt this game's salvageable, but I'm going to at least get my draw and see if there's anything I can do with it. Huh. Yeah. Right. Well, we got a loss. I didn't get the perfect run this video. Nope, that was the one I forgot to push record on. I've noticed the meta has shifted and settled a little bit. People aren't experimenting as much anymore, and this deck is starting to lose a bit more than I would enjoy. Now, granted, I'm not complaining against the Niv Mizzet deck, because that deck is in no way a top-tier deck, and I easily could have ran over them if they didn't have those early sweepers on, what am I trying to say, on tempo with me. We got them very close, but not close enough. Alright, what does this hand do? I don't like how that hand is. It feels like a mulligan. This one seems really good to me, so I'm going to keep it. I'm going to put the Vine Mare on the bottom. Now, I'm going to lead out with the... What? The Mountain? That seems right. Okay. We let out with the Mountain. We see a red from opponent. Do we hide that we're an elemental deck? Let's get out the green. And... do I do the Ember Cat or the Trailblazer? Let's get the Ember Cat. The Trailblazer can be good to pump up against mono red if this is mono red. This deck seems to find a lot of mono red opponents, as well as Esper. And mono red, it seems to beat them about, I want to say more than 50% of the time, but I could just be biased. I don't have like actual backup data. Now I can play Omnath here and snipe off their opponent, but I think if I can play the Risen Reef and untap with it, the value is going to be amazing. So I'm not going to have any attacks. And depending how they play this turn, I might take the damage. It all depends how they play this turn. If they leave up mana for a shock, I'd probably trade the Ember Cat. Well, I am not untapping with Risen Reef, and that's going to be unfortunate. Okay. And they're going to kill my Ember Cat. So I need to top deck if I want to play Omnath. Maybe I should have played Omnath instead of the Reef, and I would have killed the Pyromancer and been at, what? Potentially some higher life total? If they light up the stage, it's going to be backbreaking. Okay, we get another land. So I can play... I can only play one creature. This will snipe off the Pyromancer at least, and it's a good block against the Lava Runner. Get the little slap animation on him. Now I can only play one of these, so I might... I don't know if I want to go higher or lower. Do I want to give them the trade on the Stormkin or the Trailblazer? It looks like I might have to do both. Hydroid Krasis, I want to wait until I have 6 mana if possible. Risen Reef. If I play you now, I'm going to have to trade you away. Who do I want to... I guess we'll throw you into the fire. Okay. Well, they shock it. I guess that's 2 less damage at my face. This is a very uninspiring match here. 1 card left. They don't play it. I can Risen Reef, and as long as they don't instant speed answer it, I'm going to be able to get out the Trailblazer. Yes! Value. Alright, sweet. We just need to untap with Risen Reef, which is a lot to ask right now, but if we can untap with Risen Reef, it's going to be amazing. I think I would actually play Stormkin over Krasis. I do have enough to get a 4/4 Krasis. Alright, they're going face with that. Which I don't know if I would do that if I were in their shoes. Then they're going to attack. I'll take the trade here. And hope that they don't kill me or the Reef. It is very greedy trying to think that they won't just zap my face. And if they kill the Reef, that sucks, because I could have killed their Pyromancer with it. This way it would just die for nothing anyway. I think I play Hydroid Krasis. I'd have to be crazy not to play Krasis. I'm at 3 life. Alright, so we get a 4/4 Krasis. Just like that. Perfect. And then I can leave up Shock. And I might as well attack him with the Risen Reef. And end the turn. Next turn, we get the Lightning Stormkin, and we hope to chain Elemental after Elemental or get some good ramp and play Golos or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Yeah, I could play the Elemental and Golos in the same turn. Alright, so they're going Domski with the Wizard's Lightning. And hope they don't have a shock. Banefire for 2. Alright, fine. Cool. I thought I was stabilizing against mono red, but, you know, they're just holding Banefire. Very disappointing. I wish I had a Spell Pierce there. I wish I had a Spell Pierce. So the Elementals aren't getting as good of a display this time as opposed to when I first recorded, which is really sad. I wish I had those gameplays. They were some of the most amazing games I had ever seen. And they're forever lost except for in my memory. Well, we'll get out the Interland Harbor. If I get the blue-red elemental, I'm going to want to get it out on tempo. A red land isn't bad. Yep, we'll be able to get out the Trailblazer. Then we should be able to go Reef into Royal, as long as stuff doesn't start dying. Okay. We see potentially some control elements coming out. Green is fine, yes. Then we'll get the Risen Reef. We get another Shock. Okay. So if they play a Phoenix or Drake at any point, I could double Shock or single Shock. Actually, I can Lava Coil away a Drake. Ooh, they bin a Drake. They must be mana screwed. Mana screwed. I like how stiffly I said that. Narset's dead. I'm not worried about that.
Meditate and prepare.
Omnath can come down and do 3 damage to something. Ooh. Lava Coil's gonna kill my Risen Reef. So we'll say Elemental. We'll play Omnath. Omnath will do the damage to Narset. Risen Reef will do its thing.
I concede.
Take the action. Sure. We're going to put the +1 on the Trailblazer, because it's either Omnath or Risen Reef that's about to get killed by the Lava Coil. So I might as well put it on, like, the least likely contender, and then get the Trailblazer out of shock range. Granted, they could still just Lightning Strike it. Really? You're going to Lava Coil? Alright. There's still some hope. Let's see if they discard Phoenix here. Nope. Tormenting Voice. Alright. So we get this out. Flying Haste. Get a land on the battlefield. And then we'll go in with some damage. Oh, they're dead on board next turn. I have enough for 1 shock, not 2. Okay. I'm just looking at my mana to see if it could have tapped better, but no, I don't think it can. Oh, by the way, there's the cat hissing at us. They recently patched it so before you could just click and make it hiss at you and make your opponent lag until they, had to concede or whatever. So depending on what they try removing, I might just shock their face. We haven't seen a Phoenix, correct? Right. They're looking through their graveyard, though. Maybe they have a Pteramander. They're doing a Finale on a Lava Coil and an Opt. Sure. So they're going to Lava Coil the Trailblazer. Alright, and then they get to Opt. And then I think it's going to be our turn. And I believe we still win. Okay, we have 3 damage. Pass. Pass. They're not playing a land, so we'll shock their face, and that'll be game. Alright. No need to flex. We just... Alright, they concede first. Whew! The Risen Reef pulling it. Pulling its weight. It's 1/1 weight. Yeah, if Risen Reef had 2 defense or anything substantial, it would be unforgivably broken. As it is, it's already, like, pretty broken. But it does require you to play some sort of elemental package, which I feel does bring it down a bit. I am throwing this way back. Way back. I don't want this hand. I don't even have the right mana for Creeping Trailblazer. Ooh. Like the mana. So we'll keep this one. And now the question is, what do we throw back? I think Healer of the Glade should be the throwback, unless we're against mono red. In which case it would be the Ember Cat. Yeah, let's get rid of the Ember Cat. Let's assume that we're playing against red. Oh, we're playing against Gates. That's not a good matchup for us. Alright. So we'll go elemental. We'll get out the healer. Gain some life. And then next turn we'll get out the mountain and play the Stormkin. Mountain, Stormkin. So even though this deck is going to be playing Gates Ablaze, I need to play as quick as possible and not let them do that to us. Okay, there's that. We'll play this. Get in for some more damage. They're going to take the trade. Go to 13. Next turn I can get the Trailblazer out, which is going to be nice. And then from there... Ooh, wow. They're going to get zombie tokens all over this board. I never even thought of that for Field of the Dead. Wow. Alright, so I think from here on out, every land is going to pop out a zombie. So we'll do this, and then to keep on tempo, I'm going to... Hold on. Let me play my Trailblazer first. I don't want some weird mana issue. There we go. As much damage as possible. If they Gates Ablaze, it's going to suck, but I need to tempo them out. Oh, that's a lot of life. That's a lot of life. Elemental. Let's see, that can turn into a 6/6. Let's just see what they do. Sure. Crap. This is terrible. Oh, Golos. They're starting to stabilize. I'm not sure if I should play Krasis or not. I guess if I top deck a land, it'll be... That angel just destroyed my hopes of winning. And now these Field of the Deads is... Oh my gosh. Oh no! Gates! Why are you playing Gates? Don't you know Narset's a thing? Aren't you scared of that? Alright, here we go. Hydroid Krasis. Chandra's not terrible. Alright, we're gonna hold back. We'll be able to get the Pyromancer out, but I'm not sure how much of a difference that'll make. Can do 2 damage to any target, so it could snipe off a zombie. They're just getting zombies everywhere, though. And now they got double triggers, because got 2 Field of the Dead, so they just doubled their zombie tokens. I'm going to be overrun with zombies. I don't even know if they have Gates Ablaze. They've got to, right? Oh, boy. Oh, they're going to throw away their angel. I'll take it. And then I will take this. And I guess I'll let them hit me for 8. Watch them Gates Ablaze this board. They don't even have red, right? Oh, they do have red. Alright, I think they are no longer Gates Blazing. Okay. So I can hit them for 10 and 4 is 14.
I'm ready to fight. Oh, I just want to hug all those fire critters.
So they're going to be at 3 life, and then we just need to survive this turn. If we survive, I think we win. 10 times 2 is 20. 8 times 2 is 16. Oh, they have lethal just on the zombies. I guess I'm going to stay in, because if they make the poor choice of attacking Chandra, I don't die. Otherwise, I die every time. Let's see if the opponent misses lethal here. That'll be really interesting to me if they miss lethal. I choose to draw none. Do they see that they have lethal? They missed lethal. They legitimately just missed lethal.
Whoosh! Up in flames.
Okay. So we'll get out a Vine Mare, which they can't block with their zombie tokens. And then we'll get out a Trailblazer. And then if they... Okay. You realize you still die unless you deal with Chandra. Opponent absolutely... Oh my god. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Now it's over. They still win, but they missed lethal and almost lost the game because of it. If I had gotten a shock or something to finish him off, that would have been absolutely terrible for them. All they had to do is swing with the zombie tokens. They would have had more than enough, even if I blocked them all. Yeah, that's terrible. Still lost. I mean, I guess maybe I could have tried to stay in. But with the amount of lands coming down and all the 2/2s getting spit out everywhere, I don't think it was looking good for us. So, we got one last game to try and get another victory with. I don't feel like I've gotten like a real good showing yet. And I don't think too many people probably have stuck around to the end of the video. But if you have, thank you very much. Hopefully this will be the game to turn things around. I think the play is to get out Hinterland Harbor. Maybe. Because if I want to play a mountain to have a shock open afterwards, I still want my blue coming untapped. Alright. This looks like Esper, which we run into more times than I would like. Yep. That's Esper. Hey, no Thought Erasure. Right, they don't even have the right colors for Thought Erasure right there. So I'll be able to name Elemental. And then hit him with the Stormkin. Just like that, no problem. 2 damage to your face. Then I will probably be getting out another green. Temple of Silence. Alright, getting a Scry. They like what they saw, so they keep it on top. Now I will have to worry about getting Thought Erased. Lava Coil's a terrible pickup. So we're going to get in for 4 and drop them to 14. We have a pretty quick clock on them, but a Cry of the Carnarium can wipe my board clean. Hostage Taker. I need a mountain. I need a mountain so bad. And I get it. Alright. So I Lava Coil them. I essentially just, like, wasted a turn of theirs, but I also don't have a play with my remaining mana, so it's a little give and take there. I feel like I need to spam down my Chandra as soon as possible so that they don't Thought Erase it. I like, have my fingers crossed. Don't Thought Erase me right now. Please. No! Oh, crap. They get the Chandra. They took the shock? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? You realize how much damage is coming in, right? Like, you realize that, right? Vinemare would have been a better pick. Okay. I don't even need to attack you to win. I can just Chandra minus. Or I can just attack you with my creature. Do you plan on unsummoning it? Good game, I guess. Alright, that was a very odd win. One that I was not expecting, but we won against Esper. And I'm just getting rewards spit out all over the place from my mastery thing. Got a Ravnica pack here. Got a uncommon wild card. We got Response Resurgence. An absolute garbage card. No, I could have gotten a Shockland, but no, I get this instead. Alright. Pretty average looking pack, to be honest. Well, thank you all so much for watching. This has been fun, but not as insane and over the top. Like, I was getting like 3 Risen Reefs, and then I would like play out like a bunch of elementals the next turn, because I would just draw 2-drop after 2-drop after 2-drop and just have this insane board, and then get in with like a supercharged Trailblazer, or get a really good Locust or the Royal. Like, the games were insane, and I am sad that I didn't get the recording. It's the first time I forgot to press record. If you have suggestions for this deck, in addition to commenting any decks you would like to see played in the future, leave them down below and I'll read through them. I know I could just net deck probably something that's more refined and more what I was going for. I know CGB and I'm pretty sure Nox have also done elemental decks. I haven't watched Mogwai in a while, but I'm sure he probably has something put together. But this is something that I thought of, and I really liked it. And it has been performing really well up until about yesterday. At the time of this recording comes out a couple days after. Yeah. And keep your eyes out. There are ways on a French website to get this Xandierious deck totally free. And this is how it comes. It comes with like 4 different mountain art. But it comes with some pretty decent cards. And I'm sure it plays pretty well. It looks like it plays pretty well. Nothing amazing, nothing top tier. The sleeves I got through my mastery system, so you don't get the sleeves. But it's totally worth it, and I recommend you try and seek it out if you haven't already. But until then, I will catch you on the flip side. Bye!